Now, okay, talking to the Vermeer mill, and we actually grind the wheat into flour here. Not all the time, but if we ground all the time, we'd have so much flour we wouldn't know what to do with it. But we do grind some flour occasionally. The windmill does rotate or work all the time. Okay? So, now as we're standing here with the blade straight up and down, it's 124 feet tall. But in the Netherlands, they measure the mill by going from one end of the blade to the other end of the blade. And ours is a 25 meter, which is about 82 feet windmill, which is pretty well standard size, except that we're taller than most of them. We're in town. We're not in an open field like they have house founded in 1847. So the only thing you find different than that at this point would be, like we have a water sprinkler system here for safety purposes, which they didn't have then. Plus we have an enclosed stairway over here for the landing at each floor and the landing between each floor. If you used to go into a mill in the Netherlands, it's almost like climbing a ladder from one floor to the next floor. It's that steep. Now, the reason why it's called the Vermeer mill is because a gentleman by the name of Harry Vermeer, he was a local banker at that time, and that was, again, back in the early 2000s. By the time we got all of it done, the whole cost of the windmill plus the new adjoining buildings was about $3.5 million. Now that includes an endowment to keep the thing running, so it's not all construction cost, but it keeps an endowment to keep it running. So the mill itself is about 1.7, altogether is about 3 points, like you find on the stainless ship. That's where we have our setup as well. Now, because of the curve on the bottom of the blades, the last 8 feet of your blades catches about 80% of your wind energy. It's all focused down the end of the blade.
No problem. Oh, there's antiques here. Look, I want to stop. Look at here. Every floor has something. But wait to get to the miniatures room. This is very neat in here.
Remember, yeah.
Underneath the rock.
Can you go up there?
Can we go on there?
Yeah. Sure.
Right here.
And that moves that shaker shoe back and forth. So the wheat falls into the stones and we're grinding. Now the miller will stand right here grinding and kind of feel that flour as it's coming out. If it's too coarse, that means our stones are too far apart. So he's going to close the stones up a little bit closer. And that's what he does with this thing right here. So when I move this thing, I'm adjusting that stone either up or down. And right now what I'm doing is I'm lifting